Mother Teresa, Dr. Seuss, Gandhi. Is it possible these enlightened historical figures were total scumbags? That is what we are trying to unpack here on Scumbags of History, where we pick through the dirty underwear pile of lesser known facts about some of the famous people society has put on a pedestal. Mm-hmm. We are your hosts, confirmed scumbags, Brittany Schmitt.
And Mateen Stewart.
We're comedians, not historians. We're probably going to get stuff wrong.
We're definitely going to get stuff
wrong. Absolutely will get stuff wrong. So don't use this as a reference in your research paper.
No.
Let's fucking go.
Let's get it, scumbags.
Let's go.
I'm talking about scumbags of history. Talking about these people suck ass. They were pieces of shit. They still pieces of shit. Scumbags of history. Scumbags of history.
Today we're talking about...
Who are we talking about today?
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart.
Martha. Sure,
cousin.
she can... Your cousin?
Yeah.
Schmartha?
I don't know if she's my cousin. Her last name is Stewart.
Oh.
Like mine.
I was like, what?
Yeah, she has the same last name as me.
Interesting. She can teach you how to make a great pie and decorate your house, but does that make it okay that she engaged in insider trading?
No. She's kind of gangster though.
She's gangster. Okay, I'm gonna blow my load. I love Martha.
You love Martha.
I love
Stewart.
Martha.
So like when I see why you chose Martha Stewart this week.
Yeah, I mean she's just okay. Anyway, we'll get into it. But do you have any conception of pre-jail Martha Stewart, or do you associate her more with post?
I know her pre and post.
Okay.
Because her last name is Stewart, like me.
Right.
And her name is M. Stewart, like me.
Stewart.
And sometimes people have seen my name and thought it was her name.
Right, and then they see her with Snoop Dogg, and they're like...
Yeah, but now they think it's cool. But, I mean, I just knew her as a lady that had the commercials or the show Martha Stewart Living. Uh-huh. And then I found out that she was doing insider trading, which I still don't know what the fuck that means.
Yes, okay.
But she did a bid. She did it like a real...
She did some time, but I guarantee it wasn't hard.
No, it wasn't hard.
I'm sure it was chill. It was chill prison time, I'm sure.
Yeah, Martha Stewart Living.
Yeah.
She's a mogul.
She's a mogul.
Yeah. So
okay.
I figured she was a scumbag anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so Martha Stewart was born Martha Helen Koistra. Don't think that's the right way to say it. In 1941 in New Jersey. When did the war end? 1942? When was D-Day?
That was in 1941, right?
Was it? Was she born on D-Day?
No, that's December something.
Well, we didn't say that she wasn't born in December. What if she was born on D-Day? M-Day. We're going to rename it M-Day.
June 44, D-Day.
June 44. So she was 3 when the war ended. Yes. That's wild.
She's 82.
She's old as fuck and she looks great.
I'd still give it to her at 82.
Okay, relax. Okie dokie. Martha is an entrepreneur. She had a catering business and grew into an international brand, a media and home furnishing corporation, Martha Stewart Living.
Living, yeah.
There you go. She's of Polish ancestry. I wonder if her family ran away during the war. If they were like, let me get the fuck out of here.
Ellis Island.
Yeah. My grandma came through Ellis Island during the war. She
was British.
Yeah, she was British, and she worked in a factory when she was really young, and then
because child labor laws did not exist.
No, and then they came over here through Ellis Island, which is crazy to think about. Like, every time I go to New York and I'm like living this pretty posh existence, to just think about my grandma coming over on a fucking steamboat or whatever it was.
to work
in another factory.
So
meet my grandpa and then get knocked up when she was 16.
Yeah. So was your grandpa old?
I think he was her age. I can't even think about that. Like, people having kids when you're 16, keeping a child. Even now, I'm like, I'm just a teenage girly.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to my dad about this when we were in Canada. I'm like, when he was my age, he had a 7 and a 5-year-old. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine?
No.
I mean, which fire station would I have dropped those kids off at?
You still can do that, by the way.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
No, take the safe haven.
Yeah, it's safely surrender a child. Mm-hmm. So, Mateen, you can get rid of yours whenever.
Jamie is gone.
Jamie,
right
what is she, like 3 years old?
No, she's 2. When she's 3.
Yeah. I think it's like a baby box. I think you have to put it in a box and just push it in.
She was close the other day when she was trying to make her do something. She didn't want to do it. And she goes, No love you, daddy.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, dude. I said, you little motherfucker, cut to my soul, man.
You know what someone told me the terrible twos are? It's when the kid realized they've been like reincarnated again. Yeah. That's why they're so mad. It's like, I'm fucking back.
I'm pretty sure she's my mom, bro.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
So your mom doesn't love you either.
No.
So in a
you,
1-2 punch,
oh
you got your daughter and your mom. Okay, so she would plan birthday parties for her kids in her neighborhood when she was still in grammar school. She paid her college tuition with modeling jobs. Okay, Martha.
Yeah, she's hot though.
Slay, Martha.
Hey, can we see a picture of young Martha Stewart?
Can we see it? I wonder what if she was doing like Sears catalog modeling or like
hot,
Gucci modeling, because you know there's levels to this shit.
Yeah, she got like.
Bitch, don't tell me if you model if you ain't been in Vogue. Okay, slay queen. Yeah, she's hot.
She's very hot. Yeah.
That's why. Yeah,
that's like classic beauty.
She is beautiful. And a homemaker. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, watch out. Who has she ever been romantically involved with anyone?
Not that I know of.
She a lesbian?
I don't think. Where'd she get the Stewart from? Was she married?
Or maybe it was like a marketing thing because that last name
you can
Koistra.
Koistra. It's a Polish last name.
Kostira. Kostyr.
Oh, she's married to Andrew Stewart, her husband.
Who's that? He looks like he cooks.
Yeah, Andrew Stewart.
He's got a little apron on there.
Okay. So
yeah, I would have kept that name too. She paid her college tuition modeling. She briefly worked as a stockbroker on Wall Street. So this is where she's like,
she already knew.
She knew.
She's
like, I got to get my money up and then do some fucking hood
my money
shit.
Up, my honey up.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. She moved to Westport, Connecticut, launched her catering business in 1976, started publishing related books, and in 1990, a monthly magazine, Martha Stewart Living.
So she had her own magazine. That was her magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She had a syndicated TV show with the same name from 93 to 2004.
That used to come on like every day.
Yeah. It was like a little Betty Homemaker show, right? She got a merchandising deal with Kmart.
Kmart, yep.
Boo.
You don't like Kmart?
Kmart's
not around anymore, is it?
I don't even know. Remember, the last thing they did was that I shipped my pants.
I shipped my pants?
That campaign that was like...
I remember that campaign.
It's like, oh my God, I shipped my pants. And it was like everyone pretending they shipped their pants, but it was just Kmart announcing that they sold pants via the mail.
Kmart.
And then they went out of business.
I remember when the Super Kmart came to like right outside of Detroit and Dearborn. I was like, the shit. Like a Super Kmart that sold groceries.
Yeah.
And we would get Little Caesar pizza there. Ugh.
Yeah, I remember. I feel like Kmart started going out of business before everything started going out of business.
That was like the first.
Yeah.
But we used to love the Kmart subs. Did you ever eat in the cafeteria?
No.
So yeah, back in the day, Kmart department stores used to have like cafeterias in them. And yeah, we used to eat the Kmart sub at the cafeteria.
I bet if you ate it now, it would be bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
It's like a TikTok thing too, or like how to make the Kmart sub.
Oh, really?
It's like a thing.
It's funny how when you eat things when you're younger and you're like, that was so good, I could eat it every day for the rest of my life. And then you eat it when you're an adult and you're like, oh, God, that is bad.
Our TV shows too.
Yeah.
I was in love with the show He-Man. And I remember I bought the DVDs like, oh, I'm going to relive my childhood. I was like, I was a fucking dumbass kid. If I like this dumbass, stupid ass shit, man. Like, what the fuck?
Eventually, Martha Stewart Living Omni Media was listed on the New York Stock Exchange.
She became public.
When it went public, Martha was a billionaire for a hot minute.
Was she the first self-made woman billionaire?
That I don't know.
She probably was.
I don't know. All I know is Kylie.
Yeah, I hate America because when Kylie was closed, people were like, someone was like, let's start a GoFundMe to help her get to 1 billion.
You know what also was crazy about that is when the Forbes list, when it came out that she was the youngest billionaire, when they did research, they found out that Chris like forged some documents and she wasn't quite a billionaire. It was like so close. It was like 940 some million.
Okay. That's pretty close to 1 billion. So yeah, Martha in 1999, Martha Stewart Living, Omni Media,
making her the first self-made female billionaire in the United States.
Right.
In the United States. Let's not get carried away.
Who else?
Well, I don't know. The thing about the Middle East and all the money that's over there.
But are they self-made though?
They don't.
Self-made.
They don't report it either.
Okay.
You know, because there's like we have these lists of billionaires where it's like Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He certainly is not. There are people in the Middle East,
in Saudi Arabia,
yes, with fucking oil money that just are trillionaires that don't report it.
I saw the Saudi Arabian billionaire. He was like, "Yeah, I was raised on camels, and my if the world keeps going how it's going, my kids are gonna also be raised on camels because P thinks gas is gonna be oil is gonna be obsolete, but I think it's not. I think this electric car thing is gonna be a fad. It's not gonna be around for long.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
not gonna have the longevity of Martha Stewart.
We're certainly not going to be around to know whether or not it works.
No, we're not.
Okay, so anyway, the company struggled to turn a profit for the following decade, so Martha eventually got into trouble for insider trading, which we'll talk about in detail later. She steered out of it and eventually sold her company for $350 million.
So she got out of it. She was like, I'm out.
I'm out.
Is this pre or post?
I would imagine post.
Post, yeah.
I would imagine, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your experience with Martha? Are you inspired by homemaking or do you?
I hate DIY shit.
Yeah.
I hate it.
But she's not really DIY. She's more like.
DIY.
Is she? Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know
like
if she does.
Decorating, DIY.
Decorating isn't DIY.
But she does like hacks and shit and make this and cooking.
Yeah.
It's living. How you make your fucking house. Like I could care less what my house looks like.
Oh wow.
Like I don't need fucking pillows.
Oh, you're such a man.
I am a man. Yeah, I don't need pillows.
Okay.
You can always tell how. I think pillows are like rings on trees. Okay, you can always tell how old a girl is by the number of pillows she has. Yeah.
I'm throwing all of my pillows. I have so many pillows. When I got divorced, the first thing my ex did was throw away all of the throw pillows.
Yes.
He's like, these are fucking stupid. Why do we have these?
Oh my God, I don't understand fucking pillows, bro. You get all these pillows and you gotta put them aside. And like, what the fuck, man? I hate pillows so much.
I'm gonna go home and throw all my pillows
I know
out.
you are. That's why I said that.
I'm literally going to. I'm mortified right now.
Yeah, but no, I wasn't really into. I mean, so the woman I bought my house with and I lived with before, she was really into like DIY decorating and stuff. I'm not at all. Like I don't care about a motif. I don't care about Art Deco. I don't care about.
But this surprises me a little bit because you are a creative person,
Yes.
and like the home is supposed to be a reflection of your soul.
Yeah.
So my soul is IKEA.
Yeah, I don't.
My soul is blank.
Blank. I hate people that do that live, love, life shit.
Live, love, laugh. Yeah, no, that's
whatever.
not. That's like very Midwest. That's very chuggy. Like
I went to this one house and they had like everything. It was like prayers on the wall, live, life, life. Everything was in picture frames with like sayings on it in the bathroom. It was just disgusting. I wanted to just proj vom everywhere.
it was your fucking parents' house, wasn't it?
No, my parents' house. My mom wasn't really into that. She tried to be into that, but like, not really.
My ex-stepmom decorated our entire house because she was an alcoholic with all wine shit. Like the clock just said it's wine o'clock. It didn't even work. It wasn't even. They're like her idea of like.
Did she work?
Yeah, she did. But her idea of decorating was like a vase filled with corks that she like one by one would put in there because she's a full tilt alcohol.
My mom had like a curio cabinet with like we filled with like dolls and like porcelain dolls and stuff. But,
right.
No, I'm not really into that, man.
Is Erica?
No.
Okay. Moving on.
Oh, DIY.
Well,
I said DIY. It's DIY, not DIY.
do it yourself.
Yeah.
Not DIY.
You know what I was fucking talking about.
Yeah, well, you're a dyslexic.
I know I am a dyslexic. Yes, I am.
You can't read, so.
I can't read. I just have a disability.
You're dyslexic, right?
Well, yes.
You must be.
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Yes. There's different levels. Everybody think you just see. It's different. Sometimes you like, you know, it's not like I text sometimes and like I'll text a word that makes no fucking sense. But in my mind, I thought that I texted that word, but I was thinking of something else, and that's what came out. It's so weird. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But
well,
yeah,
I'll pray
back to
for you.
Martha
I'll pray
Stewart.
for you in your struggles.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here's what you don't know about Martha Stewart. The second of 6 children of Eddie... You're going to make me say this last name again. Eddie Kostra. Does anyone else want to give this a stab? Kostra?
Kostroya.
I just asked the dyslexic person.
Kostroya.
Mike.
It's Kostroya.
No, first of all, shut the fuck up.
It is. It's Kostroya. I'm telling you. I know a little boldness.
Oh, Okay. Well, here's what you don't know. Here's what you don't know about Martha Stewart.
What do I know?
She is the second of 6 children of Eddie Castroya. Destroya.
Like you destroyed that name.
Yeah.
We get it.
We'll just say Eddie K, who was a drinker and had trouble keeping a job, but nonetheless had standards of excellence and intolerance. Those are 2 nice things to go together.
He was a drunk.
Yeah, he was a drunk, but he was an excellent. He was an excellent intolerant drunk. Of my favorite kind. Martha would later behave similarly, being controlling and domineering in her marriage and belittling her husband for not being enough of a provider.
Oh, wow.
They would later divorce. Shocking.
Duh.
I think that Andy leaving her made her feel undesirable.
Andrew Stewart,
Andrew Stewart, yeah. Martha's ex-friend, ooh, an ex-friend doing an interview.
Oh, you're not going to hear anything good about that.
Yeah. And she probably was fucking Andy, if I'm being honest. Martha's ex-friend, Mariana Pasternak, was quoted saying to the New York Post, what a fucking slime.
Pasternak?
I hate friends. Like,
you think she's related to her, Heather?
No. Soon after the divorce, Martha's ex-husband, Andrew, started dating and would later marry Martha's former assistant. Okay, great. Mariana Pasternak said she saw Martha hit herself and pull out chunks of her own hair because she was so upset about the divorce. How do you hit yourself?
Like punch yourself?
That's not real.
What is that? What movie was it? Like, I'm kicking my own ass.
Oh, wait, the one with Ashton Kutcher and Cameron Diaz. I just watched this the other day when they go to Vegas and they accidentally get married and then he fakes getting a Blake.
I thought it was like a Jim Carrey thing. He's like, I'm kicking my own ass.
Anyway.
Oh, Jim Carrey does kick his ass. Oh, and Liar Liar.
Liar Liar.
But I think it was something else where he
Okay.
I don't know. I know he did it in Liar Liar.
Wait, no, that's Me, Myself, and Irene. Yeah. Wow, we're just really fucking this episode.
It's Me, You, and Dupree.
Me, Myself, and Irene, Me, You, and Dupree.
That was a great movie. I think he should have got Oscar nomination for it.
Okay.
But kicking your own ass. Like she wasn't like kicking her own ass to make it seem like Andy was beating her up.
No, she was just bummed. Okay. She apparently dated Anthony Hopkins in the 90s, but she said she had trouble separating him from the Hannibal character.
Duh.
Well, don't I know about this?
Yeah.
That would be wild. To be like, are you going to eat me?
With some fava beans?
In
a Chianti? He's like, I wouldn't let him eat my pussy because I thought he was going to really eat my pussy.
Oh, my God.
Anthony Hopkins?
Yeah, that's a strange coupling.
I guess he's like 90, I guess. And she's 82.
He's sober. He's a sober king.
Yeah.
She said she has a tendency to be interested in married men and told Chelsea Handler, they're all married to friends of mine or something like that. Wow, Martha.
What is it? What's the saying?
You should definitely say that on fucking Chelsea Handler.
A wife stop you from getting a boyfriend?
Never let a girlfriend stop me from getting a wife.
Or a husband.
Yeah, never. Yeah, that's it.
Or a wife. You like girls too.
I like girls too.
But you wouldn't marry a girl.
Never let a girlfriend. No. I like dick too much.
Yeah. You wouldn't. Oh.
Never.
Having a period at the same time, that'd be awful.
Okay, relax. Tendency to be interested in married friends. Her friends' husbands, Martha.
So she wants to fuck her friend's husband.
Don't say this to Chelsea Handler. Okay. You want to believe that, maybe this relationship that they're in is temporary. Who wants to believe that?
Why would you admit to like, that's why you have no friends. That's why I was like her ex-friend because she tried to fuck
his
her
husband. Yeah. I always think, oh gosh, couldn't that person just die? Martha. Okay, she's starting to grow on me. Handler asked if the person Stewart was referring to was the wife of her crush. Stewart said yes, but not in a painful way. What?
This bitch is saying this on TV?
On TV.
To Chelsea Handler?
Yes. Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Maybe she was like playing to the crowd though. You know what I mean? Like
that's like it's silly but serious.
Yeah, you also say that behind closed doors. And
you can't be telling people you want to fuck.
Yeah, you tell your therapist, not Chelsea Handler.
You tell your therapist.
Yeah.
That.
The person who charged Martha with obstruction of justice, securities fraud, conspiracy, making false statements, it was Manhattan U.S. Attorney and future FBI Director James Comey.
Oh, Comey.
Call me by your name. Martha has an ongoing show with Snoop Dogg entitled Martha and Snoop's Potluck Party Challenge.
Yeah. She's like cool with Snoop now.
Yeah. She also launched a CBD line in 2020. Martha has a long-standing feud with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Who does not? I fucking
know.
hate Gwyneth Paltrow.
Everyone hates her. Oh my god.
Smelling
There
candle.
was an interview she was doing recently where they're like, "What do you have throughout the day?" She's like, "Well, I wake up and I have 30 ounces of water, and then I drink my coffee, and then for lunch I have bone broth." And someone just commented, "You're describing starvation."
Yeah.
like she's like this health guru,
Yeah,
and
starvation.
she's like, "I drink liquids all day, and that's
That was
it."
the whole thing. She was like, I lived off of $30.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The only thing I will stand for her on is that she does the living apart together, which is being in a relationship with somebody but having different houses.
That's
and
good.
never moving in.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman's like that too.
Yeah, well, he's also, doesn't he have like a sex cult?
You keep saying that. I don't know.
Well, it's something that I heard. So, and also I want to be a part of.
Yeah.
I would like to
Let's
apply
go.
to it.
Dennis, let me know. I'm going to text him.
Dennis, be nasty. Where you at?
He texts weird, bro.
Does he text you?
Yeah, he used to. He doesn't anymore.
You have his number?
I used to. I don't have it anymore.
Send him a picture of me in his shirt.
I will.
I have him. That false god shirt is my favorite shirt ever. I would
know.
like to be with him and get a photo in that shirt.
When we'll see him. He just got a new face tattoo. But yeah, he used to text me back. But
Oh, it's the face tattoo that's really gonna put him over the edge.
Yeah.
It's the face tattue that everyone's gonna be like, nope, never mind.
I remember when
I think it's the lip ring that
when
like there's a
Pride-
hole
yeah.
like somebody shot him in the fucking face.
I remember during Pride Month, he had like wore a skirt out, and some people on his Instagram was like, "I'm unfollowing you." I'm like, dude,
He's been gay the whole
did
time.
you just get here?
Yeah,
This is
he's
who
been
he
wearing
is,
skirts
bro.
since the
Yeah.
90s. Well,
He
he's
married-
not gay, but
he married himself.
Yeah. Did he? Didn't he
Yeah.
also marry Carmen Electra?
Yeah, but he had the whole thing where he married himself and he was dressed as a bride and he married himself.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I missed that. She said in an interview that Paltrow just needs to be quiet. She's a movie star. If she were confident in her acting, she wouldn't be trying to be Martha Stewart.
Ooh.
Shots
Bam, 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 bam. Shots fired.
Okay, Martha dissed Paltrow by putting a pie recipe in her magazine referencing the term conscious uncoupling, a reference to Paltrow's divorce.
Was she married to Brad Pitt or she was just
No,
dating Brad?
she dated Brad Pitt. She was married to Chris. What's his name? Chris from
Coldplay.
Yeah, I Will Try and Fix You guy. I wonder if he was talking about Gwyneth. He's like, I will try and fix you. I will take you to the guy now.
Chris Martin. Yeah.
Chris Martin, there we go. And they did the conscious uncoupling, which, by the way, I don't hate. I do think the
I don't hate that
conscious
either.
uncoupling was a good rebrand of a divorce because some divorces aren't gnarly. And there's, I mean, I don't know what it was
So
like.
conscious uncoupling. So it's like we're making a
We're
conscious decision.
decision
not-
that it's better to be apart.
Oh. Okay.
And I like that. I think they're both.
But you also said that she believes that couples shouldn't be
Now she does living apart together.
all these
which
fucking
is something that people in Britain have been doing forever. Like it's a LAT is a community of people that refuse to coexist, and I fully believe in this, by the way, because I think when you live with someone, especially as a woman, you turn into a caretaker, and that makes it not so sexy. Like when you're like doing laundry and like cleaning up after someone,
when
it's
you
like
have to- when you
they're
have to
your
do laundry,
kid.
though?
Listen, it's like they're your kid, and then you also have to fuck them, and I don't want to fuck my kid.
But wouldn't you have to do laundry anyway by yourself?
No, I have a cleaning lady.
So why don't you have a clean lady if you have?
You're missing the point.
No, I'm asking questions.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it's like the
So
little stuff. It's the
you don't
little
wanna be
stuff
the
is the
kill-
big stuff. Here's the thing. The
Little
little stuff
things are the
is the
big
big
things,
stuff.
yes.
It's the, hey, could you, instead of putting your dirty plate in the sink, can you put it in the dishwasher? Sure. And it never happens for 8 years. And then it just is like, you know what, I'm moving out. You know what, I'm going to go get my own sink.
I'm gonna get my notes out. I feel like this is turned into a therapy session.
No, I'm being honest. Like,
No,
anyway.
I mean, I get it. I get that.
Okay, whatever,
'cause
fine.
You get tired of people's shit anyway, no matter what.
Yeah.
So you gotta the little things. do become-
Coexisting and like living with someone is kind of just like a dirty experience.
That's why I feel like you need to have your own space. I don't feel like, I mean, like other things that you need to do, because I know these couples that they just do everything together, which is the dumbest shit in the world to me.
Yeah, I just need I think I will probably always have my own house unless I meet somebody who has a compound and I can move into like the east wing.
Yeah, so fast forward to fucking next year where she's on a compound.
When I'm in Dennis Rodman's sex cult
Yeah,
and
sex
we're on
cult,
the
yeah. Like, where's Brittany? And
Yeah.
me and Chris go kill you so we can get that insurance money.
which, by the way, until I'm remarried, Chris will be inheriting everything.
Yes,
So
we talked about that.
Okay, the conscious uncoupling, and read, every Thanksgiving table should be blessed with the presence of a long married pair who bring out the best in each other, are completely enamored despite their differences, and leave every other guest thinking, I'll have what they're having. Our holiday pies honor such, so there's a pleasant mix of textures and flavors in every bite. No matter how you slice partnerships, each spotlighting the perfect marriage of crust and filling, these 6 irresistible desserts, there's a whole lot to love.
Oh, she put that in a magazine just to fucking
Can you?
troll Gwyneth Paltrow.
I can't wait to have the resources to be this petty.
That's petty.
This is like petty spaghetti level 1000.
Yeah.
One of my favorite petty celebrity stories of all time is there's this restaurant and they do no substitutions and they're cunts about it. They are cunts from the minute you walk in the door to the minute you sit. They act like you don't belong there. No, you go there because the food is good.
Okay.
It's not like it's not a restaurant. Like, what's that one place where you go and they like are really mean to you on purpose?
What, Dick's Last Resort?
Yeah, Dick's Last Resort. It's not that. They're just cunty. It's part of their culture. So Robert Downey Jr. lives 2 houses over from this restaurant, and he went there with his then pregnant wife, and there's a salad that she wanted, and it has an over easy egg on it. And as a pregnant woman, she couldn't have that. So they're like, could you either cook the egg or leave it off? And they said no. And Robert Downey Jr. was like, my wife is pregnant. It's a health hazard. You can't say no. And they're like, there's no substitutions. You're going to have to get something else. They made her order something else. Robert Downey Jr. walked out the door and tied them up in litigation for 7 years. They were trying to open 2 other restaurants on Abbott Kinney. He fucking sued the pants off of them so they couldn't open the other restaurants. And then by the time that they could open the other restaurants, their funds had already been sucked so dry. They had like 3 months to make it and they didn't make it. And the restaurants closed. And I'm like,
kudos to him, bro.
I'm like, God, I want that. I just want to be so petty that I'm like, sure, I'll eat dinner, but then I'm going to sue you into an oblivion.
Kudos to you, Iron Man, bro. Yeah. Kudos to you, bro.
Good job, Iron Man. We're proud of you, Iron Man.
Tony. God dang it. That's I hate that. First of all, I hate when people make, but just if it's an egg, it goes on top. You don't even have to put it.
Yeah, just keep
and
it.
He's fucking
the same thing happened to us. I went there with Chris's parents, and his mom is legitimately cannot eat gluten.
Yeah.
And she's like, I want the turkey burger, just no bun. And they're like, no substitutions. And she's like, just no bun. It's not a substitution. It's just you guys keep the bun.
Yeah,
and they're like,
keep the bun.
They're like, no. And she was just aghast. You know, she's from South Carolina. She's so kind and quaint. And she was like, what the fuck is this place?
Oh, that's awful.
So Paltrow would respond to the Martha feud with, no one has ever said anything bad about me before, so I'm shocked and devastated.
That is the most Gwyneth Paltrow response of all Gwyneth Paltrow responses. Oh my God, someone doesn't like me? I don't know what to do about it.
God, it's the first time
I'm
ever.
going to goop on you.
Oh, wait, no, she said it sarcastically. Sorry. She said, I'll try to recover. If I'm really honest, I'm so psyched that she sees us as competition. I'm so psyched. I really am. At this point in my life, I don't take it personally. Okay.
Brittany read that exactly how I imagined Gwyneth Paltrow saying that.
Yeah, I'm so psyched.
But no, I'm so psyched that she did this. You want some goop?
Yeah, you want some goop? Straight from my puss. Okay.
Yeah.
Goop. Yeah. Paltrow's brand also shot back at Martha by posting a recipe for jailbird cake.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny. That's good.
Is jailbird cake a real thing?
I don't know. It looks like it. There's a recipe. Thing? There's a big link here for a recipe as if I'm on the computer.
Can you cook?
No, Chris can cook. I can't cook. And now nobody cooks. Now the way that I live.
So you just eat?
I just eat. Oh yeah, jailbird cake. It looks good, honestly. Looks delish. Okay.
Yeah, it has some bars on it with some chocolate on top.
Goop's got bars. All right.
Got bars.
When Blake Lively tried to launch a lifestyle brand like Martha's called Preserve in 2014, Martha said to Huffington Post, I mean, it's stupid. She could be an actress. Why would you want to be me if you could just be an actress? I just did a movie yesterday, though. I can't even tell you about it, but I want to be Blake Lively, she joked. We all want to be Blake Lively. Are you kidding me? Married to Ryan Reynolds, fucking loaded,
Blake
cute
Lively.
Family. Left Hollywood. Blake is the fucking queen.
She doesn't act anymore?
Well, no, they just don't live in Hollywood. They live in like upstate New York. And they just have this very, I mean... My fucking God, if a couple is goals.
I wouldn't know what Blake Lively looked like if she gooped on me.
She gooped on you? Blake Lively? Yes, you would. She's married to Ryan Reynolds. She's so beautiful. I know who she is,
but I don't know what she would look like.
She's the fucking queen of my heart.
Let me see.
And she's also, I've heard, just like the nicest
she's just pretty and white.
person.
Okay.
Well, let's not be reductive. She's also a really wonderful businesswoman, mother, wife.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm looking at her now. She's cute. I like Ryan Reynolds though.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
They're great.
He's good.
Okay.
They always troll each other.
Yeah, they do. It's funny. Blake called Martha her idol in an interview with Vogue, saying, "I've only ever found her to be completely generous and kind. She's one of those people who connects people with each other. She's there for you." Martha wasn't shy to kind of talk shit to anybody, even Oprah. She went on Oprah's show in 2010, talked about going to prison, and said, "I used the time extremely well, and I had visitors all the time, very good visitors. A whole lot of fabulous people came and visited me. I knew you were too busy."
Wow, bro.
Zing!
Zinger. You thought Oprah was going to come visit you, Martha Stewart?
Like, get a grip, Martha.
That's fucking Oprah. She's a national treasure.
She's a national treasure. In 1995, New York Magazine called Martha Stewart the definitive American woman of our time. Love that.
Yeah.
In May 2023, Martha did Sports Illustrated magazine's swimsuit issue as the cover model at age 81.
People were talking shit about her, too. People talk shit about the swimsuit models anyway. It don't matter
Well,
what.
she's 81 for fuck's
She's
sake.
81. What the fuck? Can we see that? Mike, can you pull up that? I want to see this.
She was the oldest cover model ever.
Yeah, people just was like, I mean, they were like, yeah, they did a bunch of all this fucking Photoshop. Like, yeah, she's 81.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm going to die when I'm 60.
Yeah, murder.
I know, that's
beautiful.
what it is.
She would get it.
gorgeous.
At 81, she would get it.
She is gorgeous.
She would still get it.
I need her
Yeah.
doctor's number. Whoever's doing her face is doing
Yeah.
it right.
Yeah, they're doing it
And her
right.
neck, how does her neck have fewer wrinkles than mine?
Well, that's Photoshop, but they did do too
Okay.
much on it. But
So Martha was a wildly successful businesswoman, but she
Wildly.
also wasn't above doing some straight up criminal shit.
oh yeah, well we gonna get into that. I want to hear all this.
Gang
Gang
shit
is all that.
I'm
I
on.
want to hear this shit. She did go to jail, real jail,
Prison.
prison.
In December of 2001, Martha ordered the sale of 4,000 shares of I'm Clone Systems, a biomedical company which was owned by a family friend, Samuel Waxel.
Waxel.
Those 4,000 shares were worth $1,000. That sale happened one day before public information about I'm Clone caused the stock price to drop. So it was pretty obvious that it was insider trading.
But she had inside information and made money off of it.
Yeah. And so insider trading, because you said you don't know what it is earlier, it's somebody inside a company gives you information, whether like it's like the stock is about to go up or down. So it's like if it's about to go up, you put a ton of money into it.
Okay.
If it's about to go down, you fucking pull all your money out of
So like
it.
what they did in Trading Places.
I never saw that movie.
Okay.
I mean, I did, but like I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, they were doing it with commodities.
Yeah. Martha was tipped off by her stockbroker, who would also be criminally charged, Merrill Lynch broker Peter Bukanovic, that stock was going to drop after the company's owner received inside information that the FDA was going to decline to review an application for the company's cancer
So she
drug.
sold all her.
Sold it all so she wouldn't lose the money when it dropped. Martha tried to pretend that the sale of the stock was part of an agreement with her broker to sell if the stock price fell below 60, but prosecutors contended that the document backing up this defense was a forgery and the testimony about it was a lie, and the jury agreed. Martha stepped down as CEO of her company in 2003 and was convicted in 2004 of conspiracy, obstruction, and 2 counts of lying to federal investigators.
Damn.
I gotta be honest, if I had the opportunity to insider trade, I would.
You would do it.
Of course.
Do you have stocks and
Of
stuff?
course. No, I sold them all. But if and when I do have stocks again, I mean, this is just, it happens all the time and people don't get caught for it. Like I was just talking to somebody recently who had like been tipped off about something about like the Microsoft stock was going to go up. This was like a few years ago and he put a fucking ton of money in it and he made a fucking ton of money.
That's how people with GameStop happened.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I gotta be honest. If I had the chance to do it and I thought I could get away with it, I would do it. I think Martha should have known she was too public of a figure.
AMC too, but
GameStop, did you make money on it?
yeah, but not as much as I should have.
Yeah, I mean, people made like 150 grand in a day or something crazy. Okay. On the same day as her prison sentencing, Martha did an interview with Barbara Walters and said, many good people have gone to prison. Look at Nelson Mandela.
Well, come on, B. come on, bro. What are you serious? Come on, Martha. You can't compare your insider trader shit to fucking Nelson Mandela going to jail for fucking standing up for herself. He literally went to jail for being like, I think black people should be treated the same. They're like, no, go to jail for 27 years.
Yeah, Martha's like, he was a good guy.
Yeah, good
It's like
people go to jail every day, B.
Me and
That's what you
Nelson.
said.
He's like, maybe I'll run into Nelson in the clink.
Yeah, oh my God. That's...
She served 5 months in prison. Apparently, she had a prison nickname, M. Diddy.
M. Diddy?
M. Diddy.
She only did 5 months?
Yeah. And that prison is literally known as Camp Cupcake, located in the Scenic Hills near Greenbrier State Forest in West Virginia. So I told you, like, this is like, here's the thing. When you have a certain amount of money, your sentencing for anything is not that bad. Like, I remember when I went to jail for my DUI, I went to a pay-to-stay in Beverly Hills, and I literally had, and I'm not comparing myself to Martha Stewart, but I'm just saying I'm a privileged person, and I had enough money to have this be my experience, that I had a bed, a couch, a TV, a sink, a toilet, everything in my cell. It was like a private cell.
How long did you have to do that?
30 days.
That's it?
But I was able to leave from 8 to 8 Monday through Saturday to go to work, and I oftentimes didn't go to work, and I would just get fucked up and go back to jail. But I had the same thing as, what's that guy's name who just got murdered in jail? He was that sex trafficker.
Harvey...
Epstein went to the exact same. When he got accused of his first, he had like one accusation prior to like shit hitting the fan, where he did have to spend time in jail, and it was the same thing.
Beverly Hills?
It wasn't Beverly Hills, but it was like the same kind in New York and like upstate New York. So it's like jail and prison is still chill.
My worst nightmare, going to jail, going to prison.
Yeah.
I've never been arrested. Never been in any trouble with the cops. Like, real trouble.
Yeah.
I've had guns to my head, but never. Like.
What?
Yeah, I didn't tell you the story?
No.
So I was like 16, and I had a flat tire. And
oh, you did tell me.
Yeah, and the someone thought that I was trying to change my tire. Someone thought that my jack was a gun. So they called the police. The police came behind me. I thought they were coming out to help me with my tire.
Silly you. Silly young black kid.
Yeah. Guns drawn, throw me on the car, gun in my head. I pissed myself. I was so afraid. And then they looked at my car and they were like, where is it? Where is it? I go, what? They were like, where is it? I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They're like, someone said you got a gun. I go, I don't have a gun. It's my tire iron. And they were like, oh, okay. And then they just got in the car and left.
I wish you would have beat him with that fucking tire jack.
I know.
Fuck.
But never been arrested, though. But you've been arrested.
I've been arrested.
Yeah.
I have been arrested. It was a DUI. It was nothing crazy, guys. Don't worry.
No, not insider trading.
Yeah, not yet. That's in my future.
That's in our future.
Yeah. While in prison, Martha tidied up. She scrubbed floors and cleaned offices. Prisoners were required to have jobs, but apart from that, it was basically like summer camp. Inmates were allowed to exit buildings after morning count and had to return to their dorms by 4 p.m.
So they could just be out and do it.
Yeah, they're just chilling. Okay. Apparently, she made an entire craft ceramic recreation of the nativity scene while in prison, and she recently posted a TikTok video about how she's selling replicas of this exact set of figurines.
More money, Martha, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking...
That's all she's doing.
Prison rat Martha now has a fucking nativity scene.
M. Diddy.
Okay, an interview with Katie Couric, Martha made it sound like she went to Guantanamo Bay. It was horrifying, and no one should have to go through that kind of indignity, really, except for murderers, and there are a few other categories, Martha told Katie, but no one should have to go through that. It's a very,
Nelson Mandela, same
thing.
person.
Yeah. Martha would then spend 5 months under house arrest, but even her house arrest was cushy as hell.
Because she's in her house.
Yeah, do you know how nice her house is?
She's the queen of nice houses.
Yeah. Oh my God.
5 months. Did you have to do house arrest too or no?
No.
Okay.
Per the New York Post, Martha was allowed to leave her home for 48 hours a week, but only for work, church, doctor's appointment, and food shopping. She broke the rules to go to yoga class and bookstores.
She's a rebel, bro.
She's a rebel rouser. She also gave an interview in which she mimicked the voice of her probation officer, bragged of knowing how to remove her electronic monitoring anklet, and spoke of leaving the confines of her house in violation of rules. Her house arrest was extended by 3 weeks because she broke the rules. 3 whole weeks.
3 whole weeks. Not even a month.
Oh, yeah. It honestly didn't seem to slow her down too much. She had a daytime TV show called Martha from 2005 to 2012, and she retook an executive role in her company in 2010.
Martha was like a talk show.
Yeah. She had to wait until 2011 to rejoin her own board because an SEC ban on her doing that had to expire first. In 2012, she became a chairman again.
Back on top, bro.
Martha may not have been the best mom on the planet. Her daughter.
Oh, she has kids. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I guess. Her daughter, Alexis Stewart, wrote a book about her relationship entitled Whatever Land, Learn to Live Here. She said, if I didn't do something perfectly, I had to do it again. I grew up with a glue gun pointed at my head.
Like, do these fucking crafts.
Just like you when the cops stopped.
Yeah, exactly. The cops had a gun. She had the glue gun. Like, what the fuck? Do this. You better do these crafts.
That's the fucking whitest shit I've ever heard.
My mom made me.
My mom pointed at
the crafts.
Mateen's like, I was trying to change a tire and a real gun got pointed at my head.
I don't want to do spring or sequence no more about it.
Alexis claimed she was forced to wrap her own Christmas presents, and then Martha essentially vetoed Halloween. This poor girl.
Oh my God, I had to wrap my own Christmas presents.
There were no costumes. There was no anything. We turned off all the lights and pretended we weren't home. She couldn't do Halloween. So
she's like, ugh, I'm over it.
Martha's a witch.
Yeah. Her whole life is crafts, I guess.
Right.
I think
she draws the line at costuming.
Halloween,
yeah. Martha is also tough to work with, it seems.
Did your mom make your costumes?
Yes.
Yeah.
She actually made fucking sick costumes.
Yeah, like.
She would just like hand make, like, I remember one Halloween I was a gorilla and she like handmade this costume and it was.
Is there pictures of you as a gorilla? Was that your choice to be a gorilla?
I think so.
Oh my God. I used to want to get all I wanted my dad to buy me costumes, and my mom would always make. And then I would cry and once, and then I was He-Man one year, and I ended up winning the costume.
Yeah, I would always win the costume contest because my mom made, like, I remember one year I was like a cowgirl and I just looked fucking sick, but I was pissed. I was like, I always wanted to be like Barbie or like a princess, and my mom's like, no, you're gonna be
a gorilla.
A gorilla.
That's hilarious, bro. You should be sexy gorilla this year.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
See, a little problematic. Martha is also tough to work with, it seems. Martha started her catering career with a woman named Norma Collier. It was going great for 6 months, and then Martha dumped her. She was quoted when asked about Martha as saying, she's a sociopath and a horrible woman, and I never want to encounter her again or think about her as long as I live. Whoa.
That means she was doing some really.
Here's the
shit.
thing.
Yeah.
You don't get to the top without slitting a few throats.
Yeah, you gotta slit some throats.
Yeah, you gotta cut some bitches' throats. Yeah. Vanity Fair quoted a former executive of Martha's company as saying, the company should be more successful, but it's just limping along because of her. Because she doesn't trust anybody and she has to control everything.
Oh, yeah, she's a control freak.
Imagine being 80 and still giving a shit.
Yeah.
Ugh. Blow my fucking brains out.
Yeah,
honestly,
dude.
if I barely give a shit now.
Yeah. I want to be shot like Gandhi was shot. Just shoot me at 80.
Point blank. Martha is delightful, charming, brilliant, fascinating. If you are in the room alone with her, you bring a third person and it becomes poisonous. She has to dominate. She's
just
go ahead.
Like type A.
Yeah, competitive, cutthroat,
A+,
insecure,
narcissist,
unwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why she's successful.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. These people at the fucking top.
That's all those are like, yeah, that's why she's successful.
Yeah, they can put a face on.
Yeah.
You know, when she's at a socialite party, I'm sure she can be a blast. Yeah. But you know, it's the CEO Martha. CEO Martha. CEO. Another executive quoted in the same article described Martha as a triangulator. People were pitted against people who should have been their partners in a traditional business diagram. There was a lot of tension, and that's something she seemed to feel more comfortable with. So, okay, here's the deal.
Yes.
She's not perfect.
She's not perfect. No one's
She's a criminal, very competitive. What would you put her on a scumbag score?
On a scumbag score, her scumbag score on our scumbag scale from 0 to 100. I'm a little biased because she does have my last name, but she wasn't born with my last name, so I thought she was, but she got it from her husband. I mean, the fact that she went to jail, but then prison, but then she goes, good people go to jail. Like Nelson Mandela went to jail. That's fucking scandalous right there. You can't compare yourself to Nelson Mandela, the former president.
When you're a sociopath, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I guess you can. But all right, so she didn't kill anybody. She didn't beat anybody up. She didn't
rape any kids.
She didn't rape any kids. She didn't rape anybody. I'm going 62.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's pretty high.
Yeah, 62.
Here's my thing with Martha. I don't see a single thing wrong with her.
Well, you never had to work for her.
Here's my thing with Martha. I have had to work with poisonous people, and sometimes a little competition,
Yeah, I mean,
is good.
it is. And like this thing where we were talking about my friend the other day, where they were like, with Jimmy Fallon, that came out, and they were like, oh, he's the toxic work environment. Then I go, yeah,
Of course.
well, yeah,
Of course. Like when everyone came out against Ellen, it's like, yeah.
It's like, you don't.
Of course she's a lunatic. She's the best.
What he does every single day.
Yeah.
When he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think it's.
You got to be cutthroat.
You're at work.
Yeah.
So I could get that, but I mean, sometimes you do have to take into consideration other people's feelings, but. Yeah, what would you
Okay, here's the thing. Insider trading, I would do it. I already said I would do it. Comparing yourself. Here's what's wrong with her. It's not that she committed the crime. Obviously not great. Obviously that's criminal. What's wrong is then being like the woe is me. This is the worst thing that ever happened to me. When it's cushy as fuck, and then comparing yourself to Nelson Mandela. Like, get a grip.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's crazy. Not letting your kids celebrate Halloween. I mean, my mom put me in a fucking chokehold. So
And also, I'm not your mother on your birthday.
Yeah, and also, so it's like, boo-hoo, don't, whatever, who cares. Martha is going to go pretty low on the scumbag meter for me, like a 35.
35? Wow, she barely even made a dent.
I know, because she really seems cool.
Yeah.
And she hangs out with Snoop Dogg, and she has a CBD line, and she's like kind of chill.
I mean, it's your score.
Listen, she's also like, I wonder if she's going to live like much longer.
Most of the time, the evilest of people live the longest.
So she should be dead soon because she's not that evil.
Well, according to you. But I mean, she's not a nice person.
Yeah, no, she's not nice.
She's not nice. I would still have sex with Martha Stewart.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I've said that like 3 times.
Yeah, that is the most important takeaway here is that Mateen would disappoint Martha Stewart in the
stop
bedroom.
it. I would give her the DIY, bro.
Okay, so do we still stan Martha?
You stand with her.
I stan her.
I stand with her too. I mean,
she's not even close to the worst we've had on this show.
No, and now I'm thinking about it. That 62 might be a little hot, but
it might be a little aggressive.
I'm gonna stand by it.
But you know why you did that? Because she's a Karen. She represents all the Karens.
Yeah, all the Karens.
All the Karens.
This, just like entitlement.
Yeah, it's white privilege in a nutshell.
Yeah,
it's like you went to prison. The reason you went to prison is because you're entitled, because you have enough.
Because you didn't think you were gonna get caught.
Yeah, and abundance. Yeah,
and then you complained about
that's the only reason we all do everything.
Prison. Yeah. It's not. The thing about it is, people don't feel bad for doing shit. You feel bad when you get caught.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
That's what the whole.
You have a little bit of like tinglies right after you do it. And you're like, I could blow my life up.
But if you're like, yo, I'm gonna save $160.
But here's the thing that's crazy.
She was hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I will say it's crazy. $230,000 is not that much money.
No, it's not.
It's not that much money. If she would have lost it all, I mean, I think the prison gives her brand a little pizzazz. And I think
it gives her street cred, which is the funniest thing in the world to me.
Yeah.
And now she hangs out with
going
Snoop Dogg.
for old Goopaloop.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I did like that.
The Goop feud is the best.
White on white crime.
I mean, listen, we're all scumbags I'll see you in prison, Martha.
Yeah.
Question for the fans. Would you do insider trading if you knew you could get away with it?
Of course.
Fucking obviously.
Yes, we already said that, but would you do it? Would you do it?
Yes. Okay.
If you can get away with it, we would do anything.
I'm asking the fans. I'm not asking you, Martha Stewart.
Yes. Mateen Stewart.
Martha.
Oh, yeah.
Martha's your mommy.
There she is. She can be.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that is the show for today. If you are enjoying Scumbags of History, prove you're not a scumbag and give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe now for future episodes. I am Brittany Schmitt.
I'm Mateen Stewart.
We'll see you next week, Scumbags.
Peace.